was it already time to say a last goodbye? I have not made these rules, and it seems we can't get around. And the things I have learned.
Questions here. The first one is this your first time in the US?
Exactly, yeah, absolutely. I've never been here before, and not even private, but I know a few people here, and some of them I will meet finally, some of them I will meet for the first time, and I'm really curious about it, and it's really probably great.
What is your impression of the United States so far?
I've only met very nice people, I must say. I really, the first day when we arrived, we stayed for like almost 2 days in Los Angeles, because the tour started in Los Angeles, and I rented a car there, and it was the first time for me to drive in Los Angeles. You know, it's kind of weird, but people were so relaxed and so defensive. It was really amazing. I was really amazed how great people are here. Right? And yeah, it's really nice, and I don't know. I mean, we haven't seen very much because, of course, most of the time we're sitting in the van and driving across the country through nowhere, and we don't see anything. Yeah. And the hotels are usually outside of the city, because that's the easiest way for us to get out to the next show on the next day. So, yeah. But anyway, we have so much time ahead, and I'm pretty sure we'll see quite a lot.
Right. Excellent. Are there any places you would like to visit while you're here?
Well, all the places, you know, I know all the cities that we're coming to, from, you know, stories that I've heard, or from, you know, what you know, the basic knowledge, I don't know. And so the only thing that I'm kind of sad about is that we have to leave this tour earlier, because our own tour in Germany starts before this tour is ending. So we have to skip the last 4 dates. And this is, I think, San Francisco and Los Angeles and Seattle and one more. So this is really sad, but yeah, there's nothing we can do about it. And we're not in New York, which is also kind of sad, but we're in Amityville, which is Long Island, so it's close, but we're not in New York. And I of course, this is something that you should see.
Yes.
But I think we don't have time to go to New York, because there's this gig in Amityville, and I think the day before and the day after we have other shows. So I think we're just going there and then leaving. So well, anyway, but I'm pretty sure we'll come back.
Excellent. This question is from my son Tristan.
Yeah.
He wants to know, how old were you when you first performed music in front of an audience?
I think 7 years old. Yeah, because I've started playing classical guitar at the age of 6, and then there was this annual concert of the music school that I was on, and yeah, and after every year you had to show what you've learned. So, and there was an audience. It wasn't, the guys were not paying. It was basically all the parents of all the other students there. But it was people that I didn't know. So yeah, and I had to do this every year, at every end of every year in the school.
Wow,
yeah,
7
so
years
like
old.
7 years. But with a band, I was I think 13 or so. I started with my first band. I was 13, and then I've had the first shows.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
What style of music?
It was very, very dark. It was like, do you know the album Pornography of The Cure?
Yes.
that was kind of the style.
Wow.
Yeah, we would make kind of that kind of music.
Excellent. Wow. At 13.
But very, very bad. It wasn't half as good. It wasn't quarter as good.
Did you sing or?
No. Back then I played. First I played drums, and then I played. I've learned actually. I've learned 5 years. I was at school learning drums.
Excellent.
And then I played keyboards. Yeah. I started singing with 15.
Oh, wow. Another question I have is, what was it like performing with a full orchestra for the Gothic Nyxx Classic?
It was absolutely one of the greatest moments of my life, actually. But I couldn't really enjoy it because I was so nervous. I was so nervous, unbelievable. It was really like, you know, when you have a very, very important test to do. You know, this is really. I don't know. I was shivering all the time, and I was like hoping that my voice would not break, and that I, you know, have a good tuning, and that I hear everything, and that I don't mess up the lyrics or whatever. And when I got out there and saw this amazingly huge kind of concert hall packed with people, it was sold out like weeks before, and that was so great. It was really so great. But I could enjoy this at the rehearsals. We had two days of rehearsals with the orchestra, and that was better because there was, you know, everything was not so perfect, and there was no audience, and there was. Then I could really listen to what the orchestra is doing and what they play, and if they play good, and that was kind of better for me, because in this moment I was really I think I just realized what happened like 2 days after after the show.
Wow.
It was really, and then my parents were there, and kind of part of my family was there too. My parents always come to shows in Berlin, so that's kind of normal, but still this is something so special. Yeah, I don't know, that was amazing, just amazing.
Very special. Wow. Do you think you'll do it again?
I don't think I couldn't afford it to book the orchestra.
Oh wow.
Because I don't know, I think it was kind of unique.
Absolutely. What I've seen is just amazing, amazing performance.
Yeah, absolutely.
What other bands or projects are you involved in currently?
I only saw a fake and the remains of Seraphine, of course. I mean, with Seraphine we're not really active at the moment, but we still play shows. Not many, like 1 or 2 in a year. But I don't think at the moment I don't think that we will make a new album. But you know, you never know.
Right.
We love this band. We still love this band and this kind of music. So we won't split up. But it's kind of a break that we're taking, and we don't know yet if there's, you know, if it goes on or not. So maybe someday we just decide to stop it, or I don't know.
Right. You do have a couple of gigs planned though.
Yeah, we have
this
like
coming year. Right?
This year we have 2 gigs. One exclusive fan club show where we play with Solarfake and Seraphine, and
is that
we
acoustic?
try to. What?
Is that acoustic?
No. This is normal. This is kind of normal. And we have one more festival with Seraphine this year in Germany.
Wow, that's great. How did Andre come to be the other half of Solar Fake?
The previous keyboardist, live keyboardist, was falling ill at a certain point, and I had to ask someone to jump in, to fill in, because I had a gig in Tel Aviv, like 4 days ahead, or something like that. And then Andre actually jumped in for this other guy already before. So yeah, it was easy for me to ask him, and he actually liked it very much to play, and he already knew all the songs, so that was easy because he jumped in before once he was prepared, so that was easy. And yeah, then he started being part of Solar Fake, first just as a replacement for the other guy, like in while he was sick or he was ill. And then I thought, well, this is so good with him, it feels so right and so good that I want to have him as a permanent member. And yeah, then we've had like three or four shows with 3 people on stage, and then the other guy fell ill again, and then he decided to quit because it was kind of too much for him. So whatever.
Wow. It seems like you guys have a really good chemistry together.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, we know each other for such a long time. We making music together since '95, so like
wow.
more than 20 years now.
Oh my goodness.
And yeah, so sure.
Excellent. I have a friend in Colorado. Her name is Angel Spain, and she asks, what real life experiences have influenced your music and songwriting?
All, just all. I mean, it's. I'm basically watching people, and I don't know. I think I'm always surrounded by people who have mental problems. I don't know, and I'm luckily not depressive, but most of my friends are, and this is so strange to watch them, how they develop or how they go through stuff, and this is really inspiring, and you can really you hear so many stories. I mean, I think the last album, the Another Manic Episode, is almost entirely about this, you know, about mental illness and mental problems that people have, and about how the Western kind of I don't know how it's called in English. Sorry, how all this medicine stuff, you know, all this I don't know,
medication, treatment.
Exactly. How people try to deal with this problem, like sedating people, just to keep them, you know, I don't know, in a state of doing nothing. I don't know, and yeah, this is so strange, you know, and yeah, people who only can survive because they get their meds, you know, every day, and otherwise they would kill themselves. I mean, how weird is that? And this is I don't know, this is so inspiring. I could write tons of songs about that, and I think I will, you know, because there's always a new story that I hear from friends where I say, well, I mean, do you hear what you say?
Right, yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, like I was telling you earlier, that's the field I work in, is mental health. Adolescents, and it's, we do medicate them. It's, you know, and you kind of have to.
I know, yes, sometimes you have to.
But others.
I mean, the problem is, I mean, I basically know just the situation in Germany, and I know that there is, you know, if you have a problem, if you feel you got a depression, you don't find a therapist, you don't find a therapy, and it's so hard for those people to be accepted as being ill, you know. It's just, people say, oh, you're just lazy, but they aren't. I mean, this is you know, a disease.
Yes.
And I don't know, it's really hard. I think this is the last song of their set.
Oh goodness.
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe if they play an encore, it's gonna be never enough, but we see.
Angel Spain also has another question about the Under Control video.
Yeah.
She wants to know how many outtakes before you guys
I
got
mean,
it right.
I think we've had so many outtakes. It's incredible. I mean, we've had these outtakes. I mean, we had to split it in 2 parts because there was so many,
Right.
and I think the best ones we showed in these outtake clips. But we've had tons more. It's really incredible.
Wow.
It was really hard for us to edit the video because it was always everybody was always starting to laugh and to it was really fun.
Yeah.
Shooting this was really great fun.
I was watching the promo video for the Sedated tour,
Yeah,
and there's a little clip of this song "Stay."
yeah.
Is that going to be released?
Yeah, that's what I'm working on at the moment. Yeah, so, but it's not the acoustic version, but it's a normal version. I just took it, for the trailer. That's what comes out next is a video clip for Stay.
Wow.
Yeah. I hope I can finish it. It will be very, very. I don't know. Very complex to finish.
Wow.
Yeah, because we have some animations in it and
Oh, nice.
wow.
Hopefully you'll play it in Denver. Are you going to play that song on this tour?
I don't know. We played it in San Diego, but I mean usually this is a very slow and very sad song, so it's not what you should do when you just have a 45-minute set.
Right.
It's always hard to play such a kind of long and very sad and very emotional song. It's always better to have something to dance. I don't know.
Beautiful song.
Yeah.
So when you're not performing music or writing music, what do you do in your free time?
I have no free time.
Wow.
I have no, because I have a normal day job, more or less normal, not really normal, but I have a day job. Because I don't want to depend on what comes on my income of the music. You know what I mean. And because it always is an immense pressure to deliver music, just because you need money.
Yes.
And I don't want that. I want to be kind of independent, and that's why I have maybe it's an unusual day job, but I have a day job, and so that I have like a financial basis.
Yes.
And so I can be free to do whatever I want.
Right.
In my free time, and in my free time I do music.
Wow.
So I have no freaking minute which is available.
So I'll skip the next question because I was going to ask if you were a musician, what you would do for a career.
Yeah.
What would you do if you weren't a musician?
I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. Because the only passion that I have is music, and so everything that I would like to do would be music. That was really the last one. No, there's another one. Okay, let's so we have more time.
Get a few, this question.
I try to answer quickly.
Okay. This one is from Phil. Phil asks, what are 2 memorable life events that happened to you?
Not music or non-music.
Music or personal?
I mean, one is really the Gothic Meets Classic that happened recently. I don't know. I have some points in my life that are really, I don't know, I think very important for me. One was when my first dog died. That was that was really a point in my life where I don't know, where I started changing things, because that was a moment when I started not taking myself serious anymore, because I realized I am not serious and I'm not important and I'm nothing, you know. And,
Wow.
I think that was kind of because I've had a real, very intense relationship with my dog, and I don't know. That was one, and I think that there are a lot of, you know, you always have these kind of points where you make a decision and you know, and everything changes, and you don't know if it's good or bad, but you know, in the end, the decision is made, and you can't change it.
Right.
So I don't know. I've made many of those decisions without really knowing that it's a, you know, a big step. When I canceled my studies of musicology, for example, because I thought, well, it doesn't, you know, it doesn't make a difference if I have this degree or not, because I need to make music now, and I thought, well, this is more important now, and so I canceled my studies, and it was good. I mean, because that's why I'm where I'm now. So you know, at least in Germany, I'm quite popular, and it brought me quite to this point. And I don't know. It's really there are many points.
So, if a genie gave you 3 wishes, what would your 3 wishes be?
Really, I would wish that people would not kill or torture animals anymore, and that would be my 3 wishes, so that at least one of them could come true.
Wow.
Yeah, that's really all, because I think people feel or they think that they're so far better than animals, but they are not. I mean, what destroys this planet is the human being, and not the animals. And people, you know, just to produce meat, they create and they kill animals. I mean, how weird is that?
Right.
I would really, if I had a wish, I would just need this one, that people would just stop killing and torturing animals.
Wow. Awesome. Next time you're here, I'll take you to a really good vegetarian restaurant.
That's good. Das mehr Stimmung.
So we'll just sum it up. Anything
Yeah.
you would like to say to Solar Fake fans?
I don't know. We're just happy to be here, and it's all gonna be fine, I hope.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Where are you?